From the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania, WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Thursday, May 14th, 2015. I'm Ann Gownley. As we first told you last night on Late Edition, a body was found around 4:30 Wednesday afternoon in the rear of 90 North Wyoming Street in Hazleton. According to Hazleton police, they got a call for an odor coming from the area of that address. When police arrived on location, they found a badly decomposed body wedged between two walls. Hazleton police called in a state police forensic unit to process the scene. The ID of the victim has still not been released as of this newscast. Details in this case are still pending the investigation. The police are asking anyone with information to call them at 570-459-4940. A man who works for a cab company in Hazleton was the victim of an attempted robbery. The Hazleton Police Department responded to the 500 block of North James Street shortly after 2:30 this morning. The victim stated that two black males attempted to rob him. One of the suspects fired a gun at him as he attempted to flee the scene. One of the suspects is described as a heavy-set black male wearing a red hoodie. The other suspect was a black male with a thin build, also wearing a hoodie. Anyone with information on this incident is asked to contact the Hazleton Police Department at 570-459-4940 or dial 911. A Bear Creek Township man was arrested on drug charges during a traffic stop in Hanover Township. 43-year-old Sean Alonzo Morse was pulled over after he nearly struck a police cruiser headed on shortly after 2 a.m. Thursday morning. Authorities found cocaine, baking soda, a digital scale, cell phones, and over $1,200 in cash inside his vehicle. He was also found to be driving on a suspended license from a 2012 DUI violation in Pittston Township. He was arraigned on charges of possession with intent to deliver a controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, and traveling in an oncoming lane in traffic. He was also taken to the Luzerne County Prison for lack of $75,000 straight cash bail. A church in Freeland has become a target of vandalism. According to Pennsylvania State Police, the St. Michael's Recreation Building on 300 Fern Street in Foster Township was spray painted with several graffiti marks. The incident was said to have occurred between Monday, May 11th and Wednesday, May 13th. The investigation into the vandalism is ongoing. Anyone with information on this incident is asked to contact the Pennsylvania State Police in Hazleton at 570-459-3890. Around 150 acres of woods were destroyed in Tuesday night's brush fire in West Monoy Township. The fire was spotted around 5:30 p.m. on Tuesday, and crews brought in a bulldozer to create a control line for the flames. The fire came close to some homes in Shenandoah Heights, but there was no report of any property damage. Crews used gas and diesel fuel to start back fires around the perimeter. Firefighters had a large percentage of the fire contained by 11 a.m. on Wednesday morning. Authorities are urging people to be cautious of brush fires during this time of year when the weather tends to be dry and windy. A plan was approved yesterday by state house lawmakers to increase sales and personal income tax in order to lower school property taxes. The bill would increase the sales tax rate from 6% to 7%. The personal income tax rate will go from 3.07% to 3.7%. A homeowner in Scranton would see a 69% tax reduction. A Hazleton property owner could see a 59% reduction, and Wilkes-Barre could see a 57% cut. Governor Tom Wolf's proposal suggests the same income tax rate increase, but he would like to see the sales tax rate only go up to 6.6%. The bill will now go to the Senate to be reviewed. For over 60 years, Holy Annunciation Parish at St. Gabriel's Church in Hazleton has been hosting a flea market to benefit the church and allow the public to purchase items at a discounted rate. Today, WYLN stopped by the church where nearly 15 volunteers helped set up the sale. Diane Torr, co-chair of the event, said that this is a great opportunity for the church.
We got a lot of beautiful things. A lot of things are brand new in a box that people do not want or do not need, and it's a great way of regifting, of course. So whoever doesn't want something, you bring it to a rummage sale, and it helps the people who don't have what you're throwing away. So we're helping the community by selling things for basically pennies on the dollar. They're cheaper than clearance sale prices, so we're helping the community in that way.
The monies raised from the flea market will help benefit the church in paying for CCD classes, youth group events, community outreach programs, among several other things the church does throughout the year. Items on sale this year include linens, cookware, small furniture items, children's bicycles, purses, jewelry, plus much, much more.
Oh, people keep coming back again and again because there's always something different, and you never know what you're going to find. It's either something you're going to use or something you might use in the future. So, yeah, you're cleaning out your closet and people are making donations, but when you're here shopping around, you find something that you could possibly use, and you're always going to get it at a good price. So they're going to be lower than clearance sale prices. So like I said before, we have a lot of things that are still in boxes, brand new boxes that were not opened. Even if they were open, maybe they were used once and maybe someone didn't like it and they returned it to us. So therefore you get the bargain. See, you don't have to buy it off the rack for full price or even on sale. It's better than a sale.
The flea market at Holy Annunciation at St. Gabriel's Parish will run on Friday from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. On Friday, there will be a $5 entry fee, and that fee will you be able to receive a coupon for 25% off at Boscov's and your name in the door prize drawing. So make sure to stop by Holy Annunciation Parish this weekend for its annual flea market. The Wilkes-Barre Police Department needs your help in locating a missing teenage girl. 13-year-old Ashley Vega was reported missing around 4:15 yesterday afternoon. She is described as a Hispanic female around 5 feet 3 inches tall and weighs approximately 130 pounds. She has black hair and brown eyes. She was last seen on South Meade Street and was wearing a white hoodie, white jeans, and brown Timberland boots. Anyone with information on Ashley's whereabouts is asked to dial 911. Viewers who are used to watching WYLN off-air using an antenna will notice that the station is off the air today. WYLN is happy to announce that early next week we will be broadcasting with a brand new all-digital transmitter on UHF channel 35.1. This will mean clearer picture and better sound. Stay tuned to WYLN for the debut of digital UHF channel 35.1. Primary election day is Tuesday, May 19th, and once again, WYLN is taking the lead when it comes to bringing you all the information you need on election night. This year, host Don Pachence will be joined by Tiffany Cloud, former Hazleton Mayor Mike Marsicano, and current Assistant Wilkes-Barre Solicitor Bill Vinsco Jr. Both Marsicano and Vinsco have been longtime fixtures in the area, and this year's discussion will be sure to be a lively one. WYLN's Gary Perna, Kristen Bazinski, and myself, along with the rest of the WYLN team, will be out in the field covering various races in our area. So make sure you tune in to WYLN on May 19th starting at 8 p.m. and remember, WYLN is your election station. Time now for a first look at our forecast. Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbaczyk is in the Weather Center with the details. Joe, hopefully the bright and sunny weather will continue on into the weekend. What can viewers expect weather-wise over the next few days?
Well, there's going to be another chance of some showers coming into play with our forecast. I'll let you know exactly when that might happen. But last night was a very chilly night. We did get down into the 30s. We had those frost advisories in effect. But right now, we got no advisories, no watches or warnings to talk about. Just some of those increasing clouds, especially as you head out toward the southwestern part of the state and out in the Ohio Valley region. Temperature-wise right now, though, actually not doing too bad. Generally in the 60s to near 70 degrees, 64 in New Angola, 70 degrees in Berwick, 71 in Bloomsburg, 68 in Monomoy City, and 70 degrees in Danville. What can we expect over the next couple of days heading into this weekend? I'll have the complete 7-day forecast coming up in just a few. Ann?
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, a local business is celebrating 70 years and has now expanded and added a new facility. And WYLN was there for all the excitement. Plus, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbaczyk will be back with a full look at our forecast. More news to come here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News, Greater Hazleton's only local news broadcast with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Kristen Bazinski, weather with Joe Garbaczyk, and sports with Eric DeBerardinis and Gabriella Justin.
One back to two, one back. Both lanes coming to you.
Fans here at Pocono are screaming, they're jumping up and down.
Here it is, one baby. Yes! Yes! We did it! The checker flag. First down, brother, first down.
Breast Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
They say a picture's worth 1,000 words. Here at Classic Floor Covering, we take pride in all our works of art. Take a look at a few. Classic Floor Covering. Who do you trust for your floor covering needs?
A local manufacturing company is celebrating a milestone anniversary along with an expansion. Our Julie Stefanovich was at today's ribbon cutting and has the story.
CTC Manufacturing was established in 1970 in Jim Thorpe. It was created for a group of concerned parents who wanted their children to have sustainable employment after graduation. It has been providing jobs for people with disabilities for the past 40 years. CTC has been a staple of the Beaver Meadows community since the 1980s and now has expanded to a new facility in the Valmont Industrial Park. Today, staff and dignitaries gathered for the official ribbon cutting.
We started evolving a little bit. We don't use just a pure disabled workforce anymore, but a combination of disabled and non-disabled working together side by side. That was a big step for us. The next big step is what we've accomplished recently and why we're here. We developed a relationship with the Henkel Corporation, which one of their brands is Dial Soap. They were using temps and they had a problem with consistent support. We solved that problem, started out working at their plant, and over time it came to our location in Beaver Meadows. The demand for the product outgrew that space, and that brought us here.
The addition of the Valmont facility more than doubles the production capacity of CTC and sets the table for growth. The business is also a partnership between the public and private sectors. Peterson said that CTC is working towards the future.
A lot of product back and forth. We work 5 days a week, every week of the year. And it's been a real opportunity for us, and we're growing. The next big step for us now beyond this building is we are working towards becoming what Henkel calls an L plant, which is an official vendor for Henkel. And what that really means is that when we finish the work here, when it's completed, right now it gets shipped back to Henkel, then it goes to their distribution centers. After we achieve that L plant status, the product can leave right from here and be shipped directly to distribution centers throughout North America. It also means that we can bid on other work in other parts of Henkel divisions throughout the country.
The company hopes to expand again within the next 3 years. Currently, there are 32 workers in Valmont and 50 in Beaver Meadows. A contract was also signed between CTC and the Hazleton Area School District Special Education Program, so students may receive real-world employment experience. They are also looking forward to additional partnership opportunities to offer more services to people with disabilities. In West Hazleton for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thanks, Julie. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with a full look at our forecast. Plus, our Gary Perna has more details on the Philadelphia Amtrak derailment, where 8 people died and over 100 people were injured. Eric DeVerdinis will also be in with sports here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
Just in time for summer, Cloud9 Personal Training and Fitness in Drums is expanding. Big time. More space, more equipment, many personal trainers and fitness coaches. Plus, boot camp, youth strength and conditioning, yoga. And coming soon, CrossFit. Call now to learn more. 570-690-0859. Get off the couch and on Cloud9.
When I took office, I promised to stop Hazleton's failed financial conditions, improve the police department, and revitalize the downtown. Within the police department, here are some of the things we accomplished. And after 3 years, Hazleton's budget was balanced. Hazleton Center City is becoming vibrant again. Please re-elect me, Joe Yanuzzi, so we can continue on this positive path for our great city, Hazleton.
WYLN Weather is sponsored by Coordinated Health. Coordinated Health, we make you better together.
I grew up in Pittston. I know what it takes to live in a small town. I know a lot of these people, and they know me.
And that's why I believe everyone should have access to high-quality, affordable health care. and why I'm pleased to tell you about a new choice, Coordinated Health. I want the very best for my family, friends, and neighbors, and I know Coordinated Health
will bring a new level of patient care to the Wyoming Valley.
Overall, pretty nice outside across our viewing area. We got, well, I think for the most part, I'm looking for any kind of clouds. I don't really see any, so we'll call it clear to mostly clear, at least across northeastern Pennsylvania. Some increasing clouds as we head toward the south and west, but overall, pretty nice. Wind's not too much of a factor, fairly light. A pretty nice looking evening in store for our area. Onto the map for today. And for the most part, again, we had that high pressure in control, and anytime you see those on a map, that allows us to see all of the nice sunshine and nice weather and dry conditions. However, we do have the chance of some rain in our forecast, but that won't get here until we get into this upcoming weekend. Live 35 Skycast Doppler. We got nothing to show you across all of our viewing area, from Pittston through Dorrance, Nanticoke, Shikshini, Berwick, Mifflinville, McAdoo, Hometown, Weatherly, Tamaqua, Whitehaven. You won't find any type of drops falling from the sky because there's no clouds. It's sunny. 73, our live Lehigh Tire conditions outside our station in Hazleton. Pressure continues to be on the high side. Our Coordinated Health Almanac page for the day, 73 and 35. Definitely a cold start to our morning. 69 and 47 are the averages. Records still stand. 547, 814, sunrise and sunset for tomorrow. 64 in Mount Pocono, 71 in Philadelphia, 68 Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport, 70 in Williamsport, 66 in State College. Upper 60s, lower 70s, winds relatively light. In the Wyoming Valley area, all the activity out toward the west, out in the Ohio Valley region, Illinois, Wisconsin, Iowa, Minnesota. Some precipitation. Eventually, we'll start to see some as we go into the weekend. Now, there's those clouds moving in tomorrow morning, but we're going to stay dry. Next chance of seeing any rain won't get here until Saturday and Sunday, and then we'll have to deal with a couple of scattered showers across our region. Not a complete washout. Notice the numbers as we go through tonight and tomorrow. And as we go into our Saturday morning, we wake up with temperatures early in the morning in the 50s to near 60 degrees. So overall, pretty good tomorrow. Some showers out toward the west. Eventually, they'll spread in our direction going into this weekend. But again, I'm not expecting a complete washout. In between some of those showers here and there, we're going to have to deal with a mix of clouds and sunshine. And some of that unstable weather stays with us through early next week. And then as we go into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, temperatures for the most part will remain in the 60s. Our daytime Pennsylvania lottery numbers, a pick 2, 4, 6, to pick 3, 0, 6, 9, and a pick 4, 1, 0, 7, 2. We'll continue to have more for you coming up after these commercial messages.
Zanolini Small Engine Repairs, your local full-service garage specializing in the sale of the Skag line mowers, the best-built cutting commercial lawnmower made in the USA. Your first service on the new mower is free if you mention WYLN, so make your summer work easier. Buy local and service local. Zanolini's full-service garage.
Penn State is right here in the Hazleton area.
We're top-ranked by corporate recruiters.
We have 4-year degrees, so you can finish here or at another Penn State campus.
There's new scholarship money available.
And there's no application fee when you visit here.
Penn State Hazleton.
Download your application fee waiver at psu.edu/visit Hazleton.
Tujac Cycle and Power Sports is your power sports authority. Here you'll find a brand selection that can't be beat. From 2 wheels, 3 wheels, 4 wheels, and on the water too. Plus, Tujac has the apparel and accessories to make you feel like a pro. So hold onto your seat and rev it up. At Tujac Cycle and Power Sports, Cole Street, Wilkes-Barre, your power sports authority.
At Whitetail Preserve, they pride themselves with giving their guests 5-star service. They are now open for lunch 6 days a week and offer limited delivery service for lunch to businesses in Cunningham, Valmont, and Humboldt Industrial Park. Call them at 570-384-2314.
More information has become available about the Amtrak train that crashed near Philadelphia Tuesday night. We now know that 8 people are dead. WYLN's Gary Perna has more.
Tonight, we know that the train engineer, Brian Boshin, has been released from the hospital, according to his attorney. He received a concussion and had to get staples and stitches. The attorney calling Brian Boshin distraught over the crash that now has claimed the life of 8 people. 200 people have been treated for injuries at local hospitals following the crash. According to the NTSB, Train 188 was traveling 106 miles an hour when the speed limit was only 50 miles an hour around that curve. The NTSB officials saying it will take days to get through all the rubble and it could take months to render their findings. The train left Washington, D.C. and was headed to New York when it derailed shortly after 9 p.m. on Tuesday. According to Amtrak officials, the train was carrying 238 passengers and 5 crew members. Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf has offered any and all resources to the Philadelphia mayor in the aftermath of this crash.
The police, fire, and rescue folks on the spot seem to me to be doing just a phenomenal job. And I offered the support and anything that we as a Commonwealth can do to help. The state police are on the spot and assisting local responders. And I expressed my willingness to Mayor Nutter and the others there that the Commonwealth and I stand ready to do anything else that we can do to support their efforts.
Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Gary Perna.
Thank you, Gary. Coming up next, Eric DeBardinas is in with sports here on WYLN. Plus, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik will have one final look at our forecast. Stay tuned.
1 back to 2, 1 back. Both lanes coming to you.
Fans here in Pocono are screaming. They're jumping up and down.
Here it is, one baby. Yes! Yes! We did it! The checkered flag. First down. Oh, I want to see some donuts right now.
It always feels good to pull my own part. Saves a lot of money, too.
I've never actually pulled it before, but I think it's time.
It's environmentally conscious, and it can be a lot of fun.
If you're a do-it-yourselfer who's up for an adventure, then come out to Harry's You Pull It. Pull your own quality recycled auto parts for up to 90% off the cost of buying new. Savings like that'll keep more money in the bank, which could lead to even greater fun. Harry's You Pull It. WeGotUsed.com.
Before districts and before states, the chance to play for conference glory. Last night, 2 teams with plenty of familiarity meeting in the Schuylkill League softball championship game. On Saturday, Pottsville defeated Tamaqua to win Division I, but the Lady Raiders with another chance for a title last night. Bailey Peterson in the circle for Tamaqua, Sarah Tobin for the Crimson Tide. First inning, Michaela Garland, and the ball is hit into no man's land. It falls and rolls, and Garland slides in safely to third amongst a questionable call. Next up, driven to third, Tamaqua can't handle it, and Pottsville gets on the board first. Bailey Peterson gave one up, trying to get one back. Here she drives it into the outfield, sending Bailey Harding to third base. Next up, a chopper to first. Pottsville opts for the out, and then to go home. It's too late. Add in a bad throw, and Tamaqua goes up 2-0. We head to the next inning, the third. Peterson gets the bases loaded, but forces the pop out there to get out of the inning unscathed. However, Pottsville adds 4 in the bottom of the 5th and win 5-3 to take the Schuylkill League crown. Still awaiting district pairings, but Pottsville should be the 2 seed in AAA, with Tamaqua competing in AA. Tonight, the boys turn in the Schuylkill League baseball final. 17-4 Pottsville will face 17-4 Blue Mountain in the 3rd meeting between the 2 schools this season. Each team stole a game on the road. Tonight's matchup at Pine Grove High School. We'll have highlights on a late edition. In the minors, the Rail Riders begin a 4-game set at Durham yesterday. Scranton Wilkes-Barre out-hit Norfolk 12-4, but couldn't convert, with plenty of base runners missing the chance to get back to 500. And the Iron Pigs embark on a 7-game road swing starting in Rochester against the Red Wings. Some afternoon action in the pros. Ryan Howard hits his team-leading 7th home run. Aaron Harang tosses 8 scoreless, and the Phils pick up their 2nd straight against the Pirates. And the Cubs knock off the Mets to complete their first 4-game sweep since 2008. The Yankees get the Rays tonight. And tonight, the final broadcast of WYLN's Valley West Little League Showcase. You can watch that game at 6 p.m. But next, Joe Garbacik is in with a final look at the forecast.
All Care Home Care, the health care that you need in the comfort and privacy of your own home.
At All Care Home Care, our caring and compassionate staff of skilled nurses, occupational speech, physical therapists, dietitian, social worker, and home health aides will give you the professional care you need. Call 459-3002.
With All Care Home Care, you will feel so much better and be able to do so much more.
Remember, it's still your choice. For your care, call us and we'll be there.
At Cuck's Turkey Farm, we are family owned and operated for over 45 years, and we consistently strive to produce premium poultry. We offer the finest all-natural country poultry, antibiotic-free, all-vegetarian fed with superior white meat yield and exceptional flavor. So we invite you to experience the unique natural taste of our poultry for your enjoyment and your health. Give us a call or stop in today.
During these changing times, is your insurance program up to date? I'm local Allstate agent Gary McNeilis. I invite you to come into our office or give us a call. We'll help you be sure that you have the proper coverage to take care of all your family's needs at a price you can afford. Now more than ever, you need to be in good hands to protect everything that's important to you. Our team of insurance professionals and I will be honored to serve you. Are you in good hands?
Now then, to show you radar-wise, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania from northeastern PA through central PA, western Pennsylvania, all points remaining dry, a lot of clear skies, and tonight's not going to be as chilly as what we saw last night. Again, there were many areas falling down into the 30s for overnight lows last night into early this morning, but they rebounded quite nicely. In fact, here we got down to 35 degrees, and we actually doubled that number to get to the high. Actually slightly more than double. If you take 35 and 35, you get 70. We got 73, so 38 more degrees than what the actual low was. That's your mathematical analysis for today. If you followed, 70 now, Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport. Actually, they're down to 68. It's up to 70 in Williamsport, 66 in State College, 69 degrees in Harrisburg. And heading into tomorrow, it's going to be another nice day across our area. Some showers out toward the west. Those showers will start to spread toward the east as we head into the weekend, but it's not going to be a complete washout. Keep the umbrella from time to time. You probably will need it at least once or twice or maybe a few times as we go into Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And in between any of those showers, we'll have a mix of clouds and sunshine. And you see temperatures getting up into the 70s. A little bit cooler as we go into the middle part of next week. Eric, did you catch that? Mathematical
He was over here
analysis.
writing down the equation to see if he did the math right.
That was right.
I think you nailed it. You did it all in your head. I had to write it down.
That's all right.
That's
You're all
that
right.
matters. He's good at math and I
Thanks,
guess
Joe.
predicting the weather. Thanks for that. Appreciate it,
No
except for the
problem.
rain.
Yeah, well.
That's all right. The frost is gone. It was a nice day today, though, considering
Oh,
what
yeah,
we expect.
not bad at all.
What we had last night, chilly winds. So, all right. Well, hopefully Memorial Day weekend when a lot of people have
We'll
plans.
keep our fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. That is what counts, Memorial Day weekend, because there'll be a lot of celebrations happening, of course, all over our area to honor our veterans. Watch out for that here on our newscast. We'll be covering many of those events. Have a great night, everyone, and enjoy this rest of this week. Why not? Before the rain comes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this WYLN Sports Special presentation. The fourth and final game of the Valley West Little League Showcase here on WYLN, featuring Schumann Disposal and Herbner's Insurance. Brought to you by Coordinated Health, Better Together. And another beautiful night for baseball here in Cunningham. You are looking live at Whispering Willows Park, home of the Valley West Little League. I'm Marty Burns, joined once again by the legendary voice of Hazleton Sports, Fred Barletta Jr., Jim Burns on the stats. We are just about set for baseball, but first we will have the playing of our national anthem as it is getting set here in the press box, and we are just about set for our national anthem. And that has been our national anthem. We are just about set for first pitch for the fourth and final game of the Valley West Little League Showcase here on WYLN. And Fred, just looking at it on paper on the standings, maybe saving the best for last as a matchup between currently the second and third place teams in Valley West Little League, separated by only half a game. Schumann's in second place with a 9-2 record. Herbner's Insurance with a 9-3 record.
Yeah, and both of them still in the hunt, Marty, because Valley Pharmacy, who